Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण dear devotees. So today is Thursday. It is the 19th of December. It is Narayana Masa or Kausha Masa, Krishna Paksha, Panchami Tithi. So there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. Then directly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead speaking to Brahma about the Chatashloki Bhagavata. So एतवद्य जिज्ञास्यं तद्विज्ञात्मात्मनः अन्वयव्यतिरेकाभ्यां यत् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. In all times and places and circumstances, and everyone's endeavor to search the absolute truth, they have to come to the point that the Narayana is the ultimate, and his devotional service is the process. So likewise, that is the fourth sloka of the Jatishloki. So, and we have been discussing this shloka for last few days. We are continuing that one. We are in the second canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 9, verse number 36. So just again to revise that translation. A person who is searching after the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this, in all circumstances, in all space and time, both directly and indirectly. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we continue the purport. Can I request Asha Mataji to read purport, please?
It's from Srila Jiva Goswami.
Yes, Mataji.
Srila Jiva Goswami also quotes another common passage which is found in three Puranas, namely the Padma Purana, Skanda Purana, and Linga Purana. It runs as follows: Alodaya Sharva Shastrani Vikarya Cha Puna Puna Idam Egam Sunispanam Diyado Narayana Sada. By scrutinizingly reviewing all the revealed scriptures and judging them again and again, it is now concluded that Lord Narayana is the supreme absolute truth, and thus he alone should be worshipped. The same truth is also directly described in the Garuda Purana as follows: Param Gato Pivedanam Sharva Shastrasta Vede Api Yo Na Sarveshware Bhaktas Tam Vidyat Purushattamam. Even though one may have gone to the other side of the old Vedas, and even though one is well versed in all revealed scriptures, if one is not a devotee of the Supreme Lord, he must not consider the lowest of mankind. Similarly, it is also stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 5.18.12 indirectly as follows: Yash Yashti Bhaktir Bhagavade Akinchana Sharvair Gunais tatra samasasteshura tarau abhakshtashya kuto magat guna mano ratanasati davato bagi. One who has unflinching devotion unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead must have all the good qualities of the demigods, and contritely, one who is not a devotee of the Lord must not be hovering in the darkness of mental speculation, and thus must be engaged in material impermanences. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.11.18 says, Sabda Brahmani nish, Nishnato na Nishnayat Pareyati Shramastasya Shrama Palo He Ahinam Iva Rakshata. One may be well versed in all the transcendental literature of the Vedas, but if he fails to be acquainted with the Supreme, then it must be concluded that all his education is like the burden of a beast, or like one's keeping a cow without milking capacity.
Great.
Similarly, the liberty of discharging loving transcendental service to the Lord is invested in everyone, even the women, the sutras, the forest tribes, or any other living beings born in sinful conditions. Devai vidanti ati taranti cha devamayam stri chutra punasabar sabara api papa jiva yat abda krama prayana shilasikshas triyak jana api kimu shuta dharanaye. Bhagavad Gita 2.7.46. Carry on, Prabhu.
Yes, Mate, you read that, just that paragraph.
The lowest of human beings can be elevated to the highest stage of the devotional life if they are trained by the bona fide spiritual master, well versed in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. If the lowest can be elevated, the lowest can be so elevated, then what to speak of the highest, who are well versed in the Vedic knowledge? The conclusion is that devotional service to the Lord is open for all, regardless of who they are. That is the confirmation of its application for all kinds of performers of the service. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. So again here, Prabhupada is bringing the Srila Jiva Goswami's quotations again. Alodya sarva shastrani vicharya cha punaha punaha. Idam ekam sunishpannam. Sunishpannam. Jayah Narayanaha sada. All the time. So one has to, all the scriptures, it is the either Bharatam or Ramayana, all the Vedas, all 18 Puranas and Brahma Sutras, everything, Brahma Samhita, they're all directing, and Upanishads, everything are directing only take the shelter of Narayana. Dhyayaha Narayana Sadha. This is Ekam Sunishpannam. It is concluded. This is the Sunishpannam. All read sarva shastrani, all shastras, vicharya cha punaha punaha, again and again. If you read again and again, what is explaining here, what is concluding? Idam ekam su nishpannam. It is only thing is the one thing is properly concluded. That is Jaiha Narayana Sada. So that is once again, Jiva Goswami is explaining that point, bringing from the scriptures. So that is said in the Linga Purana and Skanda Purana, Padma Purana. Okay, and then further, again Prabhupada is describing about from the Garuda Purana also. This is Param Gatopi Vedanam. Param Gatopi Vedanam. Sarva Shastrardha Vedhyapi. Yona Sarve Yona Sarveshware Bhaktastvam Vidhyat Purushadhamam. Even the one who has got all the scriptures, all the revealed scriptures and expert, well versed in all the scriptures. But if he is not a devotee of the Lord, he must be considered this Purushadhamam. So again, previously also Namam Duskriti Modaha Prapadyante Naradamaha. Naradamaha here Purushadamaha. So likewise, they're all the lowest kind of mankind. Again, it is mentioning here. यस्यास्ति भक्तिर्भगवत्या किंचन सर्वैः गुणैः तत्र समासते सुराः हराव भक्तस्य कुतो महद्गुणाः मनोरथेन असति धावतो बहिः. So this is the devotees. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagvatya kinchana. The devotees of the Lord, they are equipped with all the sarvaihi gunaihi tatra samasate suraha. All the good qualities of the demigods. That is the devotees of the Lord. But harava bhaktasya kuta mahadgunaha. Harav, this is abhaktasya. They do not have any kind of these qualities. They do not have any bhakti to the Lord. Then how come kuto mahadgunaha? How can they can have all these good qualities? Because they don't have any devotional attitude towards the Lord. Because manoratena, in their heart, asati, this is the impermanent thing, the material things, material desires. Dhavato bahi, they are driving by those impermanent desires. I want this one, I want that one. Likewise, keep on coming. Because that way they are being diverted. So they cannot have all the good qualities. In day-to-day life, if we see, because the Krishna consciousness is the purificatory process, the day by day we are having association with the devotees, we do not like to associate with the other people, non-devotees, because just like we know that truth, and when we are purified, we don't want to, when we are muddy and other people are so muddy, we will just go and mix with the muddy people. When we have taken the bath, we don't want to go and mix with the muddy people. So that is the differentiations we can see. That is the reflections. That is also detestful to the material desires and association with the materialistic people. That is a practical thing one can observe. It is not possible for a devotee to go and mix with the materialistic people. If he is going and mix with the materialistic people, that means he does not have impurities not yet cleared out. Still, he has got some kind of attachment to the material things. That is the test. So one who has unflinching devotion unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead must have all good qualities of the demigods. And contrarily, one who is not a devotee of the Lord must be hovering in the darkness of mental speculation, and thus must be engaged in material impermanence. So this is again explaining from Srimad Bhagavatam, Shabda Brahmani Nishnato, na nishnayat pareyadi Shramah tasya shramafalo hi Hyedenum iva rakshataha. So again, one may be well versed in all transcendental scriptures of literatures of the Vedas, but he fails to be acquired with the Supreme. It must be concluded that all of his education is like a burden of a beast, or like one skipping a cow without milking capacity. Hyedenum iva rakshataha. So shramah tasya shramafalo. So Shabda Brahmani Nishnato na Nishnayat Pareyadi na Nishnayat Pareyadi. So Pareyadi. So here, if he is not understanding about the Supreme, it is Shramaha Tasya Shramapalo. So these are all different kinds of scriptural injunctions only Prabhupada is bringing. And then further, similarly, the liberty of discharging loving transcendental service to the Lord is invested in everyone, even the women, the Sudras, the forest tribes, or any other living beings born in the sinful conditions. Again, Brahma says to Narada Muni about this one. So, Tevai vidanti atitaranti cha devamayam stri shudra hona shabarapi papa jivaha. Yadi adbhuta krama parayana sela sikshaha. Tiryak janapi kimusvata dharanaye. So, all these, the sinful people, the stri shudra hona shabarapi papa jivaha. They are papa jivaha. So it is explained, Yadi Adbhuta Krama Parayana Sela Sikshaha, they will be purified when they are properly trained. Adbhuta Krama Parayana Sela Sikshaha. Parayana. And also not only them, even Tiryak Jana Api Kimusvata Dharana Ye Api, also Tiryak Jana, and who are the living entities having the spinal cord parallel to the earth. Tiryak Jana Api. So these are all like the cats, dogs, and all these things. Animals. Tiryak Jana, Api Kimu Srutadharanaye, they will also be purified. Just Srutadharanaye by hearing Krishna Katha. So this is the Teve Vidanti Atitaranti cha Devamayam. Atitaranti, it will be easily crossing the Devamayam, all the illusory energy of the Lord. So this is the Vedic injunctions. We see practically many things. Just whenever for example, how the animals, sometimes the cows are also engaged in the devotees, like we have got a goshalas, they are treated very nicely. They're, even if they are getting it, but they do not feel any anxiety that they are going to be slaughterhouse like that. They will not have such kind of anxieties. And for example, elephants are also used in the temple services. These are all pious living entities because they have been trained. This is the Tiryak Janapikimu Sutadharanaye. This is the Adbhuta Krama Parayana Sela Sikshaha. They are trained in the devotional service to be engaged like that. So that is again the lowest of human beings can be elevated to the highest stage of devotional life if they are trained by the bona fide spiritual master, well versed in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Okay, so if the lowest animal can be elevated, then what to speak of the highest who are well versed in the Vedic knowledge? So the conclusion is that devotional service to the Lord is open for everyone, all, regardless of who they are. So that is the confirmation of its application for all kinds of performers of the service. So previously we also see some of the they are also compassionate to this, even the insects. Some of the, I think, devotees, senior devotees, if some insect is coming, they're also trying to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra before it dies. So I think some videos are also there. Some Maharajas are doing like that. So that is the giving a chance for such kind of living entities. For example, these mosquitoes, and when they're being died, we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. If it is in front, if we are witnessing it, and if it is happening in front of us, so they will also be trained and get an opportunity to be elevated to the highest stage of devotional life. Okay, so likewise, Prabhupada is bringing. So there is further lots of purport, but we shall stop there. Okay, so everything, all the scriptures, everything are directing only to the lotus feet of Krishna. This is Narayana, Jaya Narayana Sada, and also Vasudeva Paragatihi. Ultimate thing is the Vasudeva, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam for today's purport. So that is all over Sarva Shastrani Vicharya cha Punaha Punaha Idam Yekam Sunishpannam. So Nishpannam. Properly concluded. Jaya Narayana Sada. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam Jai. So, etavadyev jidhyasyam tatvijhasnatmanah anvaya vitirekabhyam yat syat sarvatra sarvada. Okay, we shall move to the Srila Prabhupada's letter. So today it is letter to John Coney and June 4th, 1970, Los Angeles. It is a small letter. Can I request Dennis Resta Mataji to read this letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandapana. Hare Krishna dear devotees Dandapana. Thank you Prabhuji. My dear Srimati Joni and Connie, please accept my blessing in the continuous of my last letter upon opening for future the box sent by you along with your letter to me. I have found the necklace and handkerchiefs made by you for Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, and they are so wonderful. I have immediately got them to the deities. That they are looking very gorgeous with their new ornaments. So I beg to thank you very much for this nice gift of your artistic talents. In the meantime, I have received one letter from Sriman uh, Janavis, Sriman Jananivas, requesting your initiation from me. So on his good recommendation, you may send me your beads for chanting, and I will be very happy to initiate you both. Please always chant Hare Krishna mantra and be happy. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's a very wonderful servicing they are taking. They using the extra extra activities, I want to say extra knowledge, extra talent showing for the lordship. They made the handkerchief and necklace using the for lordship towards they doing for the ornament using for the necklace, garden, handkerchief, those things to showing the them service. And one of the Prabhuji wants to have initiation from Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was requesting to get the chanting beats and those things. And our Prabhupada gonna be initiating for the 2% Prabhuji here. Hari Bol Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. We have to chant and be happy forever, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for nicely reading and explaining, concluding this letter. Okay, so that is small letter. So Srimati Joni and Connie. So they're being initiated on the recommendation of Shriman Jananivasa Prabhuji. Okay, so Prabhupada is acknowledging their talents. Okay, and also always chant Hare Krishna mantra and be happy. This is our book. Whenever we see chant and be happy, the book. But initially I was thinking just by chanting, how one can be happy. But it is a practical thing. Whenever we are chanting, one experience, once we enter into the philosophies and also glories of the Lord, different songs and bhajans and kirtan, it is a practical experience. At the end, one experience. So all this waking up early in the morning, performing austerities. या निशा सर्वभूतानि तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्चितो मुनेः. So what is need for all the living beings is the time of awakening for the self-realized souls or self-controlled people. This is a samyami. And the time of awakening for all the living beings is night for the introspective stage. That is the Ya Pasito Muni, Ya Nisha Pasito Munihi. So here, when we are just utilizing all the early morning time, waking up early morning, which is for the Samyami, we should not be like a Nisha. Nisha is the people, it is the night time. Nishachara Jivis are there. There are so many things. If it becomes night time, many like the owls, foxes, they will go for hunting. But materialistic people, they are just simply sleeping. But a devotee samyami, yeah, um, yanisha sarvabhutani tasyam jagati samyami. He wakes up early in the morning. He utilizes that Brahma Muhurta time for his spiritual elevation. He would not lose a single minute of that time. When we are doing all those things, then when he chants here Hare Krishna Mahamantra at the end of the day, he will feel whenever he is lying on the bed to conclude the day, he feels so much of happiness. Chant Hare Krishna mantra and be happy. And this is the way when we are continuing until end of our life, there we relish bigger fruits. Okay, so this is how the small in nutshell. Just it is my takeaway. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening, Thursday evening, 8 p.m. we have got Krishna book reading with Shyam Gudivada Prabhuji and Ramnath Sukha Prabhuji. And then coming Saturday, we have got Chaitanya Charitamrita continuation. We are doing by ourselves. We haven't got a guest speakers yet. And Saturday morning we continue this Vaikuntha Leela pastimes. And then once that Vaikuntha Leela pastimes completes, we are going to enter into, as we have planned before, Shri Brahma Samhita. And then Brahma Samhita and also Golokachar, they will go together on Saturday mornings. And then once that part is finished, we go into the Goloka Vrindavans, the Brahma Vaivarta Mahapurana, those pastimes, the beauty and the glorifications of those things. And there are many other Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they have described about Goloka Vrindavans. So we enter into those pastimes. Okay, so these are just only upcoming things. We are very far away, but we are going slowly. Our path is fixed, so we relish on the way. Okay, that is from updates perspective. And for the Narasimha Chaturdasi, the funds, we got some information from the temple. So it seems we are committing for 50,000 rupees, but that is around 500 pounds. We will do it as it is planned, but it seems it is more than what we have expected. But still, we are going to do that much only because I don't want to stretch the devotees. But if you are doing it, that is well and good, more and more. We are going to do the service in the Bhaktivedanta manner as it is planned. Okay, that is the upcoming events, and I will be sharing those details today or tomorrow. Bank details for the contributions. And also, if devotees have got any other different thoughts, kindly share. And Sanchita Mataji mentioned Go Seva as well and other events as well. We shall split those contributions so among those services. Okay, so if there are no further updates, so I take it as we go ahead as it is planned. Okay, with that one, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्दकी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन।
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु
Krishna
नित्यानंद
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare